is now we are going to discuss about a concept called guardrails. I will close all the unwanted things here. We are actually going to discuss a concept called guardrails. Okay, simply guardrails means what is the meaning, Vaibhav? In the general terms, guardrails means what?
Can you spell it out for me?
Yeah, I'm just spelling it here. Guardrails on a road. Generally, we will hear this sentence, right?
Oh,
G.
it just saves a car
Hmm.
to not hit the end of the road, I guess.
Hmm. 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 I think I should not make spelling mistakes. Yeah, my English is becoming bad nowadays. Gaurra. Correct, correct. Okay, so guardrails is something. It is something. Some people say even a divider can be considered as a guardrail because it is giving a limitation or confining the movement of your car so that after this line you will not cross the boundary. Similarly, on both the sides of the road, if you are having a guardrail, let's say I am going on a highway and unfortunately if someone is getting into an accident, at least that guardrail will save them from falling down from the highway,
Falling.
right? It is like a
Right.
fence or a boundary. It is a protection too. Now similarly, can we apply guardrails on our lean budgets? That's what I'm saying. In the name of rolling, see everything how you need to think, no, there will be an element of decentralization, but overall from taking care of a governance model there will be an element of a centralization, some centralized decision making at the top, and some limited to flexibility to do it in a decentralized manner. Okay, so generally, from a common layman example, what I generally tell to people is it is like a cow which has been tied with a long rope. Till the length of the rope, the cow has a freedom, but still it has a limited freedom. It cannot go away from me because the rope has been binded. Okay, something like that. Now, why are we talking about this lean budget guardrails? Is it says, hey, out of in applications or whatever you are trying to fund, no, can we have a category? No, see, category means something like emerging. These applications are newly building emerging applications. These applications are part of research and development, which I call it in my ecosystem as a FOT. FOT stands for factory of it tomorrow. See, this is the difference between theory and the practice. In practice, I cannot go and keep on searching with my people. What is research and why are we not having research and development? There is an equivalent term used in the landscape. I should be smart enough to pick it up from the term. When they say factory of tomorrow, it means research and development only. R&D is always for future state. Correct? Then,
Right.
what are all the list of application which needs to be decommissioned or sunset? Because it is already decision taken. I'm going to migrate this application using business-driven architecture to cutting edge technologies. Okay, cutting edge technologies. So these applications need to be sunset. Now, lean budget guardrail says, hey, if I have $100, yeah, per quarter, I'm just giving an example for you to conceptualize it. If I have $100, so what makes relevance for us based on our next 3 to 4 months? Can I fund $50 for emerging? Then someone will tell, no, 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 don't put 50 because looks like the market is volatile as far as this emerging strategy what we put. Better not to fund, always fund less than 40. So some amount of you are distributing the fund, correct?
Correct.
Putting a cap limit on all these funds every quarter. That is called guardrails. And what they
Oh,
do
I
is,
see.
they also map it to the timelines, saying, okay, horizon, the horizon zero, horizon 1, 2, 3, and then they will actually map these applications. See, this is a logical category. This is from the timeline category. Sometimes what may happen, certain applications from emerging trend, certain applications from the decommission trend, also I can club it and put it in the next immediate quarter. So I selectively pick and choose certain things and put it into certain buckets and ensuring that this cap limit is not violated. You can you can go ahead more than this fund, provided your LPM is approving it. Use it, then you can start funding more than this particular budget also. And they will approve it only when you give a lean business case. Okay. Now, this is the way it has been done. Now you get into the theory part of it. Since you have little bit got that feel, what is this? Now, if you read on guardrails, no, they will tell that story. See, if you read it without the background, no, it will be like Greek and Latin. See, guiding investments by horizon. Horizon is always with respect to time. Are we talking about Q1, Q2? Which particular quarterly priorities are we talking? When someone asks that question, they are asking you indirectly, hey, which particular horizon? It is horizon 0 or horizon 1? See here, horizon 0, horizon 1, horizon 2, 3. Here they are saying, I am putting all the decommissioned applications in the horizon 0. But practically, I have seen a situation, we will categorize the applications, we will create logical groupings, then we start to link that with our quarterly priorities and then see which one can be done, which one can be funded more or less. Now, with this understanding, you can slowly start reading this. Now comes the good part. Now comes the good part is in the document. See here these videos, no, lean portfolio using guardrails to tie business with IT, and this video at least explains it to more closer to the real time. I will send you these links. See, now you need to start reading webinar videos, not knowledge videos, because in a webinar video, people will talk about practical implementation, not just the theory. How do you feel now?
I feel good. I guess I have a lot to read first.
And luckily one more part is there is one tool called the target process. Okay, this target process actually gives you the visualization, and there is a video also for the target process. All these things I put in that document when I send it to that guy. I will sending it to you. In target process, you can feel that is simulation. See, target process, they have multiple things, program level, and at a team level, and at a portfolio level. See, what I used to do, no, I will not crib that I didn't get a real-time experience. I will do like all these things. I will watch these demo videos. I will pause the screen. Then I will understand what is there in the x-axis, what is there in the y-axis. Now let me go back to the concept. Tie the practice to the principles. Like that, you need to keep moving keep the ball rolling. For example, I will actually tell you how I used to read in the earlier days. See, for example, let me put like this. Okay, let me put the funding here in terms of the dollar value, and let me put program increment 1. Okay, and let's say up to program increment 5. We need to do visual thinking. Program increment 1 to program increment 5. This is the dollar value. Now I will think, okay, in program increment 1, how much percentage of initiatives came under horizon 0? How much percentage of initiatives come under horizon 1? How much came under horizon 2? How much came under horizon 4? For what reason?
And that's horizon meaning quarters, right? Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3.
Initiatives what you have taken. See, your PI will anyway be approximately equal to 1 quarter, because it is 8 to 12 weeks effort.
12 weeks, yeah.
See, that is how, see, the point is that, no, okay, if you want to cut a long story short, if you are seeing a blood test, if you are seeing a blood test report, or if you are seeing a scanning report, we cannot pull out much insights. But a doctor or a consultant or a medical consultant or an expert can pull out so many insights from that report. However, the report is same. Report didn't evolve, person evolved. So what I'm saying, the same graph, when you understand all these concepts and then see, no, you will start pulling so much inferences from the same graph. And it happened with me. 3 years, 4 years back, I was not able to pull insights. Nowadays, I'm able to pull more insights from the same graph. Graph didn't evolve. I got evolved.